Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're out here with a very modern 22 long rifle, and we were going to shoot some very hard targets. Now, when you start talking about precision 22 and modern day precision rimfires, they are very, very accurate for a 22, but one thing they are not is immune to wind. So we're out here today actually looking at a brand new setup. So for those of you who've been around the channel, you can look at this rifle and know that I don't have time behind this. This is basically a new setup. I'm testing this L3I chassis, and it's going to have its own dedicated video. It's actually shooting B-roll when I got the idea, you know what? Let's set out some targets. It's pretty windy. Let's see what we can do. We're going to give ourselves one magazine, maybe 10 to 12 rounds. And we're going to be shooting at some small targets. So we have a strawberry. This is not a massive strawberry. It's a regular strawberry. We have a regular grapes, not a jumbo. And we have a blueberry. And this is not going to be shot at 50 yards. If you're new to the channel, that's probably going to surprise you. It's not going to be shot at 100 yards. No. We're going to shoot this at 150 yards. We're going to start biggest to smallest, and there's wind. It's going to move that bullet a lot, so it's going to be a lot on me as a shooter to account for the wind, a lot on the rifle, a lot on the ammunition. And no, we're not going to shoot this off a bipoded bag. We're not going to shoot it off an ELR rest, even though 150 yards at these very small targets, nope. That's probably too easy. We are actually going to shoot it off of a prop. So what you're seeing here is the NRL 22 pyramid prop. This is very commonly used in positional style shooting, and I'm going to be shooting it right here, and that's going to make it harder for me to spot my hits, my misses, where I'm missing. Stability is going to be a factor, but I think when we're talking about modern day precision rimfires, this is where it needs to be done. Again, we're going to be shooting out to 150 yards at those targets, and you can imagine the margin of error. So without further ado, I'm going to get a target camera out there, this guy right here, and as a bonus, probably going to try and catch some trace. There's a little bit of sun along the way. I think it may be in the right spot, maybe a cool target opportunity to see if we can see that bullet coming at the target from this position all the way out there at 150 yards. But let's get into it. All right, no excuses now. Camera's rolling. Oh boy, I can barely see anything. I'm not even sure, I barely see that blueberry. Wind is actually down a little bit, to my surprise. I'm gonna try that strawberry just left of center. Oh, okay. Barely nicked him. That's a good sign. Wind is kicking up right to left. I'm gonna try this straight up on the grate. Okay, I think that was just off left. I have no backstop. Ooh. I think I'm going just above him. Oh! I think I might have knocked the blueberry off. It's about the same size as that golf tee. I don't think the blueberry is there anymore. I have 25 power. The wind is absolutely crazy. I'm just going to try and shoot that last golf tee. Way off left, all right. Wind is right to left. Still off left. Couldn't tell on that one. Okay, off left. Ooh, got him. Not sure what that was in. We're gonna try the same wind hold. Let's load a few more rounds. Like I said, the blueberry, I think the grape exploded the blueberry. Strawberry didn't do as much as I thought it would, but we're gonna try and get these tees. And this is not an easy prop. Those are, I mean, it's a golf tee at 150 yards. And, you know, we're shooting it off this, so you know, I got a little bit of wobble. The wind's changing pretty significantly. We're gonna go after that middle one. I swear I think we're just a little high on these. I'm gonna take it down a click. All right, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna swap the camera angles. We're gonna see if we can pick up some bullet trace now. So I'm gonna shoot at the camera. It's going to fall down. So you're gonna likely see the bullet coming from up and over from the perspective of the target at 150 yards. So the question would be, could you see someone shooting at you with a 22 long rifle at 150 yards? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. Reverse. And I'm gonna not be a madman. I'm gonna send one first at a different target. All right. Gonna send one at the plate. Gonna move our way up. Well, after looking at the camera footage, I don't think you could see a 22 bullet coming at you at 150 yards unless the lighting conditions were perfect. Again, I'm looking at it in real time on the footage. I'll have slowed it down for you guys. Off the prop at those targets at that distance with this rifle, I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, I had to shoot more rounds to hit the remaining golf tees, but the fruit was basically within our round count, so we ended up having to substitute the blueberry for the golf tee itself. It looked like I actually hit the tee on number 8, but then on number 12 actually hit it square enough to actually take it out. But anyways, hopefully if you're new to the channel, if you're new to precision rimfires, this will showcase what these rifles are capable of. And yes, they're very, very high-end rifles, very expensive. You can do this for a lot cheaper, but I wanted to get out since I had the new chassis in kind of this new setup today and kind of put it through its paces and see what I could do behind it. Obviously, the wind conditions are not ideal. This bullet at that distance is probably moving 6 inches left or right depending on the wind. So I'm having to read the wind, try and estimate what the wind is doing out there. And it's a lot worse through the first 100 yards of this range than it is out there at 150. It's relatively calm out there. So you can't always rely on what you're seeing at the target. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.